Hello, this video is for BBA 4th Sem Management Accounting. In that, Module 5 Budgetary Management or Budgetary Control. In that, we are going to look at cash budget. Firstly, we will look at the format of cash budget, which says particulars for the different months, opening balance of cash balance, estimated cash receipts. We have to consider all the receipts and we have to total it for each month. And estimated cash payments, we have to consider all the payments and we have to total it for payments. And whatever the total we get for receipts and whatever the total we get for payments, that will be considered over here, which says closing cash balance, which means total receipts, that means A, minus total payments B, it will be closing balance of cash. We shall look at the question regarding cash budget. Prepare a cash budget for the month of June, July, August 2018 from the following. Opening cash balance in June rupees 7,000, cash sales for June 20,000, July 30,000 and August rupees 40,000. Wages payable rupees 6,000 every month, interest receivable rupees 500 in the month of August, purchase of furniture for rupees 16,000 in July, cash purchases for June 10,000, for July rupees 9,000 and August rupees 14,000. So out of these questions or statements, we have to bring out the receipts and payments, because what the format says, receipts and payments, right? We have to categorize under receipts and payments. So based on this format, we have to bring out of questions receipts and payments. So what the opening balance is, opening cash balance in June rupees 7,000. That means what they have given June, July, August, for these 3 months we have to find out cash budget. So we have to start from the month of June. So for that they have to provide opening balance for the starting month. So here the starting month is June. So for that what they have given opening balance in the month of June rupees 7,000. So we have to start from June. So next what they have given, cash sales for June rupees 20,000, July 30,000 and August rupees 40,000. So the sales, cash sales, when it said cash sales, what does it mean? It means you're going to receive the cash. So we make a sales on cash basis. That means we have received cash. So that stands for receipts. So I have written here receipts. So next one, wages payable rupees 6,000 every month. So we are paying wages rupees 6,000 every month. Every month stands for June, July and August. So when it said payable, wages payable means we are making the payment. So that will become payment. So before it was sales, so we have received it. So we have done it as what? Receipts for the month of June, July, August. Now it is wages payable rupees 6,000 every month, that will be taken as payment. Next one, interest receivable rupees 500 in the month of August. So interest receivable, that means receipts, rupees 500 in the month of what? In the month of August. So we have to take only in the month of August, not in the month of June or July, only in the month of August. Next, purchase of furniture for rupees 16,000 in July. So when it said purchase of furniture, you're going to pay the cash. So that will become under payment. So in the month of July is given, you have to take under in the month of July only. Next, cash purchases for June 10,000, July 9,000 and August 14,000. So cash purchases, when we make purchase, we pay cash. So that will become what? Payment. So for June 10,000, July 9,000 and August 14,000. So we have categorized all the items as receipts and payments. So we have to go with as per the format. So we make the format out of this and we have to put the receipts and payments in a format wise. That's the solution. So we have to put the format like this, cash budget for the period June to August, because what they have given June, July and August 2018. For that reason we have to put June to August. The format says particulars June, July, August. As per the format we have to go. The format says what? Particulars, whatever the months they give, we have to start the months. So particulars June, July, August. So first we have to start the opening cash balance. So for first month they will give the cash balance. So we have to start with the first month. So what they are given? Opening cash balance in June rupees 7,000. So I'll write 7,000. So next we have to start with the cash receipts. All the receipts we have to put. Estimated cash receipts. So we have to start with all the receipts. The first important thing is we have to finish June first. After finishing the June month, we can start with July. The reason is that we don't have opening balance for July, we don't have opening balance for August. So whatever the balance you get, closing balance you get for June will be the opening balance for July. So after calculating July, whatever the closing balance you get will be the opening balance for August. So we can't start all the months at a time. So we have to finish one month, and after then we have to start the July, and next we have to start with the August. So we shall finish first month June. So what they have given? So we have to start the estimated cash receipts. So whatever the receipts that we have discussed, that will be taken under cash receipts. So what have given? Cash sales for June 20,000. So we are calculating for June. We will consider only for June. So cash sales. Alright, cash sales for June 20,000. Next receipts, interest receivable. It is not there in the month of June, but still I'll write because I have to continue with the August later. So there is no interest payable. There is a purchase of furniture, that will be payment. Cash purchases, that will be payment. So interest receivable in the month of August only. I am not going to write in the month of June. So wages payable is payment. Cash sales I have taken. So opening balance I have taken. So I am going to total the receipts. So there is no much receipts, only opening balance was there and cash sales and interest receivable in the month of August. So I'm not going to take on the June. Total receipts, I'll write as A. Next we have to take estimated cash payments. So all the payments one by one I have to take. Wages payable was there. Payable every month they have given, so we can take 6,000. Purchase of furniture, in the month of July we won't take here. Cash purchases, June 10,000. So these are the cash receipts and these are the cash payments. We have to total both the category. So it will be 27,000 and here 16,000. So next what we have to do, we have to deduct estimated cash payments out of estimated cash receipts. That means I'll write down total payments B. So as per the format, what it says, whatever we list out as receipts and payments that taken as closing balance, which says A minus B, we have to do. That means 27 minus 16. A minus B. So 27,000 minus 16, it will be 11,000. So now we have completed month of June. So the balance, the closing balance what we get for June will be taken as opening balance for July. I'll write July. So we have to July as per the question. So cash sales, if they have given, you have to write. So they have given in the month of July 30,000. Interest receivable, there is no interest receivable in the month of July. These are payments. So I'll write down total 41,000. Next is estimated cash payments for July. Wages payable 6,000 every month. So I'll take 6,000 for July also. Purchase of furniture for July. So I'll write down for July because there was no purchase of furniture in the month of June. They are given only for the month of July. So I'll write for July. Next, cash purchases for June 10,000, July 9,000. I'll write July 9,000. So I'll write the total of cash payments. It will be 31,000. So my next step is to deduct 41,000 minus 31,000. It will be 10,000. So closing balance of July will become opening balance of August, 10,000. So this I'm going to take under opening balance of August. Same process will be continued for August. Cash sales for August 40. Interest receivable in the month of August they had given, so I'll write down 500. So 50,000 500. Next, wages payable every month 6,000, so I'll write 6,000. Purchase of furniture only in the month of July, so there is no purchase of furniture for August. Cash purchases for the month of August is rupees 14. So total will be 20,000. So 500 minus 20,000. I'm going to write 30,500. So here it ends your cash budget. So the first duty is what? We have to find out which one is payment and which one is receipt. So that will be categorized as per the format. So main rule is that firstly we have to finish up what? First month. So whatever the balance you get, closing balance you get for the first month will be taken as opening balance for next month. The same step will be continued for further months. So this is about cash budget.